Future Forum, as you will be aware, was created in what is euphemistically called the pause in the legislative process in April. We produced our first set of 4 documents, which resulted in 288 real amendments to the bill. A few key issues fell out of that listening exercise. And over the last 10 weeks, we've met with 12,500 people. What I want to talk about is what we found in one of those areas of our report. We heard from a lot of people on integration, and we concluded that there was no silver bullet. This is about changing the culture in health and social care. It's about defining what integration is all about, and what integration means to us is a means to achieving better outcomes for the citizens of this country. It means better care, better services, better systems, integrated around the needs of the individual patient. And we were very specific in saying that this is about health and social care. And we encourage the government, the Department of Health, the commissioning boards, local authorities, to work on integrating across health and social care as quickly as possible. We have recommendations which look at making it easier for patients and carers to navigate through the system, and we have a whole paper on information which looks at patients owning their records and owning their data. It looks at everyone being transparent about outcomes, and we talk about the fact that it's very difficult to get anything to happen in any system unless you measure it. And so we support the King's Fund call for indicators, targets, particularly patient-reported outcomes of systems and their journeys through care, and the government have responded very favourably and accept that recommendation. We believe that health and wellbeing boards have a really crucial role to play in this, and we want to encourage joint commissioning between commissioning groups and local authorities. The issue is going to be encouraging our clinical leaders to understand that, frankly, we can't get up in the press and just carry on saying the NHS has to stay as it is. We can't accept the unacceptable variation in primary care that some of my colleagues stand up and say is tolerable. It's just about more GPs and more money. That's complete nonsense. What we have to do is change the system for health and social care in this country. And that means we need strong clinical and managerial leadership. We need general practice and primary care to up its game. We need different ways of providing general practice and primary care, and that will probably mean federations of practices through to larger organisations. It will generally mean we need to look at the contracting systems as well, and we need to incentivise integrated care through better provision in primary care. I support personally the direction of the bill through commissioning, but I think we've lost the plot a bit on provision, and we can't actually deliver a better integrated health and social care system unless we put more of a focus on how we provide integrated care rather than just designing it. It's lovely sitting in a room designing things, but frankly, patients are real. You'll see in our report that we've said a lot about trying to get Monitor and the Commissioning Board to clarify the rules on competition very quickly. Monitor has changed its language, and we do believe that it's changed its direction to try and support collaboration integration. And we want them to help more by making sure everybody on the ground understands the rules. We talk about leadership for commissioning, and we talk about how do you develop the commissioners of the future. Well, frankly, we need to develop leaders for the future who understand change management, the region, why we need to change things, and how to motivate and change others and take people with us. There are lots of models of practice, but why don't we learn and share effectively and transfer that knowledge and those skills more effectively around England? We haven't got the time to sort of theorise about this anymore. We've got to get a cadre of leaders forward to actually make this happen. What we tried to do is put recommendations in here that will make the recommendations stick and be delivered. And I believe the Prime Minister and the Secretary of State are absolutely behind this agenda, and we now need to hold them to account. But what's most important is to hold ourselves to account, because if you don't get on and do it, nobody else will. Thanks very much.